Welcome back to Morning Joe. Opening day for Major League Baseball now just days away as the Yankees begin their march to a 27th world title.
Please.
I just ad-libbed that.
Please.
With us now, Los Angeles Dodgers fan, actress, you know her well, Alyssa Milano. She's also the author of a new book, Safe at Home, Confessions of a Baseball Fanatic. The manager of the Dodgers, Joe Torre, wrote this about Alyssa in the book's foreword. Quote, "She's kind of hard to miss for most of us in the dugout. As I began to learn about her love of baseball, I realized there were certain things we had in common. Like me, she's a former Brooklynite transplanted to Los Angeles. Like me, she's passionate about baseball and its ability to connect her with the past and her family." Welcome, Alyssa.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
This is a great fun book. Tell me how you got interested in baseball, because it's really a story about you and your dad.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I grew up in a family, you know, I was born in Brooklyn, and then we moved to Staten Island, and my dad was a huge Brooklyn Dodgers fan. And then, of course, he was hard like every other child when they moved to Los Angeles, and then he became a Yankees fan. But I grew up hearing very romantic stories about Ebbets Field and how he used to sneak into the bleachers, and he'd take, you know, his old baseball cards and put them in the spokes of his bicycle and, you know, drink egg creams. And I was always so fascinated by these stories, you know, and they weren't unlike stories that you hear about your family that are passed on. But this one, you know, so much of it involved baseball.
Now, you're a real baseball fan. We see a lot of celebrities who go to the games, they sit in the front row, they're on their Blackberries the whole thing, they just want to be season tickets, the whole thing. Tell us about you and the Dodgers.
I'm always early. I never leave early, like, you know, most Los Angeles fans get bad rap for doing. Yeah, I've had season tickets for 6 years. When we moved out to Los Angeles when I was 12 years old, my dad became a Dodgers fan again. And we'd gone periodically back and forth, you know, and would go to Yankees games when we were in New York and Dodgers games when we were in LA. And finally 6 years ago I was like, okay, I'm gonna get season tickets.
How excited were you when Manny re-signed this year?
So excited. It was a little anticlimactic because I sort of figured he would end back up with us, but I mean, I've never watched a player you know, that just the bat looks different in his hands.
And the ball sounds different coming off the bat.
Sounds different. It doesn't matter where the pitch is, how bad the pitch is, you know, it's a pretty good chance that he's going to hit it well.
And he's crazy in a good way.
Yeah,
we like people who are crazy.
You're going to miss speaking of crazy, you're going to miss Jeff Kent.
Yeah, speaking of crazy, yeah, I actually have a lot of respect for Jeff Kent, great second baseman.
Hall of Famer.
But yeah, but I actually have a
no, he's not.
I actually have a joke in the book because my brother would always say, "Jeff Kent, stop running with the piano on your back." You know, he's like the best heckler ever.
Foot. Yeah. I'm always trying to explain to my wife, because I'm a huge sports fan, why sports are so great, why baseball is so great. What would you say to her and to other people watching?
Well, for me, baseball is amazing because it's such a generational gift. It's, you know, a gift that grandparents and parents pass down to their kids. It's an amazing, amazing sense of community when you actually go to the ball games. And I think it's one of the last places where you could get that sort of community feeling. You know, in Los Angeles, I don't know my neighbors, but I know everyone that sits around me by their names. Right. I know the kids growing up. So yeah, I just think it's such an amazing sport. The pace just lends itself to the exciting, dramatic moments. It's not lateral. It's not a back and forth. You know, it's beautiful to look at. You're outdoors for 3 hours.
The nuances of the game will make it great. She's a real baseball fan. Alyssa Milano, good luck with the book.
Thank you so much for having me.
And good luck to the Dodgers this year. We'll meet you in the World Series. The book is Safe at Home, Confessions of a Baseball Fanatic. Thanks, Alyssa.
Thank you for having me.
All right, coming up next, what, if anything, did we learn today? Did you learn anything?